It is that time again. Time for the SSL Founders Shield, the traditional season opening fixture between the SSL Major League winners and the SSL Cup winners. It's always a fascinating fixture and always a great way to start the season. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction. I am joined here by Pablo.
How you doing, folks? Always a great match, especially with how last season panned out. A bit of a more surprising, I could say, cup winner, and going against a very tough Hollywood team. And you can never count out any team going to go out here, so it's going to be a fun game.
Without a doubt, Hollywood doing really well to win the league last season, but also cannot count out CD Tenochtitlan, who actually won the SSL Cup in this very fixture last season. They actually defeated Hollywood 1-0 in the final, so it'll be a rematch of that fixture for the Shield. Should be an absolutely gripping showdown here today.
Interesting formation here on the Hollywood FC squad. Of course, Dubra over there on the kind of off center on the right, and you can see Tenochtitlan doing something pretty similar, bringing it up. It was a bit of a question at the beginning of the season on who will be on that Major League squad. Bloodflame getting called up, filling in that third striker role, so that's obviously changed a bit of their formation. So interesting on both sides, and we are underway with this Shield.
Plenty of intrigue underway in this first match of the season. And of course, as we talk about this coming season, of course, we have the new format that will be fairly evident shortly once we begin our actual match days. But the majors and minors now split into two divisions each, a Division 1 and a Division 2. The signatures from last season in each league as in the Division 1 of the respective majors and minors, and the bottom six in the Division 2. In addition, we're bringing back promotion and relegation between the Division 1 and Division 2 of each tier, so that should add some real spice to this season.
Absolutely. That just means that every single game is going to make a huge difference. And even though you're not towards that top of the table, you still got to keep picking up the points to avoid that bottom. Of course, both these two teams will be in that top division, as we're seeing Hollywood come out here with a corner kick.
It's Skavgard to deliver as Estrangine sending it clear for Tenochtitlan. Cormier taking the shot and ball holding on to it with little trouble.
Yeah, of course, very familiar with Callum Ball. He was joining Team Oceania during this World Cup, which was very exciting to watch. Some great games bringing out from both teams, and definitely know he has the ability to take a game on his shoulders.
Calvin Ball, one of the players selected in the expansion draft by Tenochtitlan for a reason. Certainly a really strong keeper, not always getting his due, but very much a value part of this team. As here's Tonto Tut passing out wide. De Silva losing it but getting it back. A shot from Elliott once again blocked. Hollywood blocking quite a few shots here. Armaros trying again. Elliott might be forced out wide. And
yeah, of course. Oh,
forcing out.
I don't know what happened there. It looks like he just went up, put his head up to try to make a pass, and the ball just slipped away under his feet. You know, everyone makes that mistake.
There's also some very good pressure by Mograine to force the error, and now it might be paying off here for Hollywood as Kupanis over the top in the corner.
Yeah, definitely. Kupanash is definitely one of those players you always have to keep an eye out for. Can always make those sneaky runs behind the center backs. So if they play that ball over those two players, he will be on the pace to try to get on towards the goal.
Hollywood continuing the pressure here with another corner kick. We're just now at the 10-minute mark, and Skavgard will deliver another set piece into the box here. Sends it near post. And that is going to be ruled as a handball, I believe.
Yeah, handball there from Calderon, and he does pick up the first yellow card of the match.
Hollywood have had the better of the match so far as Armaros quickly moment of quality. Chance, though, for Tenochtitlan through Elliott on the corner. Near post, headed right at the goal. And that's back out to Elliott, or it was going to be, but it is a throw-in.
Good job there from Hefeweizen. They're up tight, making sure off the initial save from Wallerson was there to clear off any opportunity for a second chance to go in. But for a Shield game, usually you have both teams being a little bit patient, quite calm, but these two teams are going right at it to try to get the first goal of the game.
And we say it every season. Technically, it's a friendly, but try telling the players on the pitch that, as far as they're concerned, it's silverware, and they're going to be fighting accordingly. So these Shield matches are always fun to watch. Dobra brings it forward for Hollywood, and now Calderon forced out wide. Martel taking the shot, but Bruer Estrangin blocking it handily. Calderon losing it to Caetano, but Hollywood still maintained possession. And a good challenge from Bloodflame. The player you pointed out has been called up by Tenochtitlan for this season, really starting to make a name for themselves here in this Shield fixture.
No, absolutely. It's just going to be interesting to see what they do with the extra players they have as we see a goal.
Well, as soon as we end it, it is a goal for Tenochtitlan here at the tail end of the first half in this Shield fixture. It's a corner kick, finding Bruer Estrangin at the near post. An excellent set-piece routine to make it Hollywood 0, Tenochtitlan 1.
As we're saying, this first goal is going to be all too critical here in this one. Cannot count out this tactician squad of Tenochtitlan, and they're doing a great job here early, capitalizing on those set pieces. But Hollywood's going to fight right back here with an early attack inside the penalty area.
They've got another kick here incoming. It's going to be Skavgard once again to deliver. Hollywood have had more set pieces thus far, at least by my count, but they haven't really been able to make it count as that one just whistles over the bar.
It's almost like a real-life equivalent here with the set pieces. When if you have as many corner kicks as Liverpool has this season, just haven't capitalized compared to an Arsenal, you know how things sort of end out. These set pieces, they're starting to become more and more of a vital tool for teams to succeed.
Well, that was a very near miss. Long shot clanging off the crossbar, very nearly making it 2-0. As it stands, another set piece for Tenochtitlan, and it's Caetano to deliver. Sent in near post, headed away, but only as far as Bloodflame. And what a chance that would be to get your name on the score sheet in your very first match in the majors. It's going to be a free kick here as Patterson is offside for the team from Mexico City.
Yeah, we'll go here towards the halftime break. Pretty even across the board. Of course, that one goal being the difference maker, as Johnny Elliott got the assist on this one. It's just one of those things where you need a little bit of magic to separate these two teams. As you can see, Hollywood a little bit more on the attacking front. Over on the XG side and the shots, they are even across the board. So definitely going to see going into the second half, will we be seeing some substitutions? Will we be seeing some changes? And how is that going to affect the teams later on?
Your team as we kick off the second half, and you mentioned perhaps experiencing a bit of deja vu, hoping to make amends for that loss.
Absolutely. You're just hoping. It's like new season. You kind of want to forget things that happened in the past. But right now, it's seeing a little bit, a lot of the same. But let's see if Hollywood, all they need is that one chance. And they're able to get it here with Dia coming in onto goal. And just the composure was not there.
And you said they just need one chance. Could that have been it? Dia completely, it was just Dia and the keeper and just sending it wide of the post. What? That was so close.
Yep, I think he probably could have taken another touch or two before the goal, but it's always one of those situations. You just see that head, you see the open goal, and you don't want to let that opportunity go away. And it just pulled it a little bit too much there towards the goaltender's right. As Tenochtitlan coming in on the attack once again.
And that was a beautiful cross in by Bloodflame, trying to find Roger, and did. So, finishing from very close range, very nearly getting it in, but goalkeeper able to keep it out. Hollywood very nearly instantly had to rue that basic miss just a moment ago by Dia. Fortunately, Walrus and Johnny on the spot in order to block that out.
Yeah, of course, this Hollywood team, even though they're on the top of the attack and top of the table, they have some great players, even within on their second team over on Capsat. So they're definitely packed within as Kupinash gets cleared off the goal line from Pinkman. Calderon on the second opportunity, saved from ball. Hollywood, they are inching closer and closer here after the hour mark.
Hollywood have been on the higher end of the XG as that corner kick once again headed away. They've created more chances and more dangerous chances at that. Haven't been able to break through yet as Hefeweizen bringing that forward, but now Hollywood forced back, and that chance is going to fizzle out.
Yeah, Hefeweizen, of course, the team spent, oh gosh, several seasons ago, spending $133 million transfer, a massive transfer in the SSL to pick up Hefeweizen that many seasons ago. And he has been able to deliver that season and season on his growth. But he's going to be having to look forward to right here to try to get that tying goal for his team. Got some good passing here on the back line. Some good time on the clock. And it's an interception here for Mograine. Mograine trying to go through on the right side. Gonna play this one in for Kupinash, and it hits off the post and just gets redirected wide. Calderon, you're on the far side of the field. Gonna play this one in towards Fantobens. Got some space here for Calderon once again. Calderon through a dangerous area. Kupinash falls down towards the turf, but play continues here with Dobra. Up to the top of the penalty area. Fantobens gets it cleared away. Calvin Ball keeping the team alive here in this one, putting everything they can to get this game towards this 1-0 scoreline. Of course, you can see many other cards. That XG going hugely in favor of Hollywood, but it is, as we were saying at the beginning of the game, the Calvin Ball show. Benash wins this ball in midfield, played off towards Martel. Try to return that in towards Fantobens, picked away by Pinkman, but recovered by Hefeweizen at midfield. Cormier. Up for Mograine. Mogaine's going to cross this one in. Kupinash settles it. Tries to play the pass, gets blocked the first time by De Silva. Second time can't find Fantobens. And they're going to have to reset this ball all the way back towards Skavgard. Calderon. Low cross in. Martel can't connect. There'll be 4 minutes of additional time indicated by the fourth official as Mogren's going to cross this one in. That one's going to be headed away as well as Calderon will see this ball out of play for a throw-in. Fantobens, Calderon is able to clear it away. Just want to apologize. We had our second commentator here. Just having some technical difficulties, so Pablo's here to take you home the rest of the way. As Dobra. Plays it in towards Cormier. Martel. Dobra. Mograine returns it towards Dobra. Nice poke away from Hannibal. And there goes the full-time whistle. And they did it once in the cup final, and they do it here again. Your SSL Shield winners is just a few years after expansion. CD Tenochtitlan, your Shield winners. Here's the celebration handing out towards the team. Congratulations towards them. All it takes one goal, and they made it count, and Calvin Ball shut down the door the rest of the way. And wow, who would have thought? They're just collecting all of the trophy. Where is this Tenochtitlan squad? Definitely going to be an interesting season up ahead.
Certainly an excellent effort for Tenochtitlan, and we're just going to pretend that I've been here for the last 10 minutes, if that's all right. But yes, an excellent performance by Tenochtitlan to continue to really do again what they did at the end of last season, sort of bookending this offseason, defeating Hollywood once again, and should be a real factor in the major division going forward.
Oh, definitely. As you can see right there, some great stat lines on the defensive side for Tenochtitlan. Briere Estangin becoming the player of the match. Of course, Calvin Ball with the show there, right there. It's just, as you can see, the offensive output just wasn't there for Hollywood. And that's all it takes to get towards this final score. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up here?
Well, it certainly was an incredible match. And we saw so many times that Hollywood to try and to get back on level terms, or even earlier on in the match to open the scoring. They just never did. They're going to have to work on that finishing if they want to repeat as league champions. Meanwhile, for Tenochtitlan, as I said, it's silverware. It is a great start to the season. They are going to really... I'm thinking they're going to take that momentum and really run with it. I think they could be in for a really, really memorable season.
Love to hear it. Well, this is, of course, the first of an exciting season ahead. This has been Pablo Kawasaki here, joined mostly by Metafiction here. And until next time, folks, we'll see you guys later.
Internet permitting, take care.